Welcome back, guys. Let's do some back testing. So we have the nearest demand zone on ADJPY. This is the nearest demand zone. The price hasn't yet patched that supply zone. So for price to continue pushing higher, we need to first of all break out of this supply zone, okay? Then afterwards, if we are lucky, we may have another supply zone above. So if price is able to break out of that also supply zone, may have a continuation even higher, okay? So there's just another supply zone here. So if price manages to cross this supply zone, we may even continue higher. But my expectation is that if price is unable to break, we may have a push from that area, okay, and then also another push from this area. So these are the two conferences I'm looking for on ADJPY. Meanwhile, on gold analysis for this week is kind of tricky. But what we know is that we had a supply zone which was here. If you guys can observe, this was a supply zone, and price has already broken out of the supply zone on gold, okay? This was a support and resistance as well as a supply zone. So after the break, I'm expecting price to push higher, okay? So what do? You first of all draw a trend line to see if we had any break of the trend line. And currently, if you observe, if you am to use the previous two lines, okay, the previous two lines, price hasn't yet broken out, okay? Price has already broken out of the consolidation itself, so I'm likely expecting price to start pushing higher. So on the M15 maybe is where I can take my entries from. I realize that on the M15 I already have my pattern, so I won't even hesitate. We know the drill. Let's go. Two positions enough. My stop loss is gonna be underneath this previously created rally based rally, okay? So this is a demand zone here, but I'll put it, the stop loss at 337. Okay, so that's the first stop loss even for this one. Okay, so those are my two entries for gold. I'm expecting price to come at least towards this supply, supply zone, okay? So that is 46. So that's the first zone. Then for this one, okay, so I have those two areas there. That's the first TP, and then that's the second TP. I can add in just one single position, but maybe the lot size of 0.01, okay? Just two positions of 0.01, and then I can just wait for price to do its magic, okay?